Welcome to another episode of Valdestot's Voice, and I'm your host, Valdestot. And today's topic is going to be helpful for you dashers out there that might get into problems with an order that a customer, probably gaming the system in my opinion, but a customer that cancels their order not through Doordash, but through the restaurant. Because I ran into this situation before and I had to handle it, and this is what I did. First of all, okay, as you can see on the screenshot, I had to get through with Dash support because in my situation, I was the fifth Dasher to go to Buffalo Wild Wings in order to get this person's order. And with this person, they canceled through the restaurant, so DoorDash didn't get any wind of it. And probably a smart customer, because if you cancel through DoorDash, they will still charge you. So if you cancel through the restaurant won't make the food, but by doing so, they're smart, but by doing so as well, it hurts the Dasher because the Dasher can't get out of this situation because of DoorDash's idiotic rules pertaining canceled orders. So here we go, folks. I'm going to walk you through it and tell you how to avoid this situation. Now, there are two things you can do. First off is the easy one. Simply unassign it on your own. But if you do that, your completion rate will take a hit. And lately, as you've already known from the latest news, DoorDash is raising their completion rate to become deactivated from 70% to 80%. So every little bit helps now, folks, because, yeah, you're thinking 80% out of the last 100 orders, it's no big deal. But if you like to multi-app and you don't want to wait at restaurants, let's say, because of long wait times, or, you get a better offer on a different multi-apping platform such as Grubhub or Uber Eats, you will be forced to have to unassign it. So pretty much, here we go. That's the one way to do it. Just unassign it yourself, take the hit. The other way is to stick up for your rights and see where it leads you. And this is what I did, because I'm not going to let an organization like DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, or anyone else trample on the rights of independent contractors because of their stupid, inane rules. So here we go. I'm going to read off what the chat conversation was like, and we'll go from there. All right, so I went to Buffalo Wild Wings and went there, and they said, you're the fourth person that has come in, or the fifth person. Yeah, fifth person that's come in, and the customer canceled the order, and we're not making the order. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, okay. So I said to them, because they're all nice people, they're at my local Buffalo Wild Wings, great people. So I said, okay, I'll handle it. I'll contact DoorDash and get to the bottom of it. So I went back to the car, contacted them, and the first thing that the person asked was, did you contact the customer? I said nothing, because I didn't need to contact the customer because 4 other Dashers have already gone through this situation. So why are they putting the responsibility on me to contact the customer when 4 other Dashers already have? And they've canceled the orders. Or unassigned it, I should say, right? So I said, well, the restaurant just told me that 4 other Dashers tried to pick up Yolanda's order and the customer canceled it. Please contact the customer to verify because the restaurant is not making this order. Because of this hassle, I'm not going back inside the restaurant to argue. Then the person, the customer service rep said, let me call the customer. Okay. So I said, go right ahead. They said, give me a moment. And a few minutes later, they're not answering. And I said, probably why they canceled. Call the restaurant to verify. So I'm covering my butt because that's what they told me at the restaurant. One moment, she said. I'm still working. Thanks for your patience. Just stay on the chat, please. I said, yup. Because it's already been about 4 minutes, okay? Then To be honest, I said, the order can be verified at the restaurant because they told me the order was canceled by the customer and 4 other Dashers tried to get it before me. This is clearly a Doordash issue. Did your servers crash again, being that it's Friday? I threw a little jab at them because it was Friday, and servers crash all the time on Friday. Next page. I am still on hold with the merchant. The order has not been canceled through the app. And then I said, well, that isn't my fault, and I wasted 25 minutes on this stupid order, so please remove it as they are not going to make the order. It is as simple as that. Then she said, I understand this is not your fault, but I cannot cancel this order if I do not have the authorization from the customer. Then I said, well then, we have a problem here. If the restaurant won't make the order and the customer isn't answering the phone, then you are stuck because I'm not going to unassign it and you can't leave here without a resolution. Next page. Because unless Doordash changes their BS policy of, making everything driver's fault and penalizing them for a completion rate percent that is out of their control, I'm not going to unassign this thing unless you unassign it without penalty. She stated, I am unable to talk with anybody, the customer is not answering, and the merchant put on hold for a long time. And I said, sorry, not my problem, because you guys at Doordash always fault the drivers for situations like this, and I'm not going to take a completion rate hit for something that's not my fault. Sorry, but she said, sorry, but at the moment, that is the information that I have, and I'm not going to cancel the order if I do not have authorization from the customer. I am sorry. Then I said, again, we are at an impasse. Might want to contact your supervisor because we are going to be here for a while. And I've been with this chat representative for 7 minutes now, since 2:42. By the way, I said, you can blame Doordash for the ridiculous policies put against drivers in these situations. And then after about a minute, she came back, as you can see clearly. Okay, I will cancel the order. You will receive half guarantee payment. Do you have any other question? I'm zooming in right there, folks. Right there. So, I said, nope, and thank you for finally listening to reason. We'll give you a 5-star review as a dig to the person that tried to getting away with either A, the Dasher just canceling it themselves, and guess what? We get the completion rate hit for doing that, or making them do the right thing. Right there. So, in this situation, folks, okay, half of you will probably say, take the hit. I'm not going to waste 45, 50 minutes of my life to get $2.75. It was a $5.50 order, folks. $5.50, but it was only going less than 2 miles. So I got $2.75 out of it. And half of you are basically going to say, well, it's not worth wasting 50 minutes of your life. And I can agree with that. But on the flip side, maybe this will go up to the higher ups, because what I did was to prove a point. A, to not lose to injustice in this situation, but to keep a rep on that long a time with me to show they can't get away with it, and maybe she'll send it up the food chain, management chain, to say, hey, I just wasted so much time on a guy, which he clearly was right, but I had no choice but to go through the standard company line of trying to weasel their way out of it, and it took time away from me to get to other, Dashers that need help. I mean, that's the hopeful side. I mean, Doordash and all these other apps I know don't care, but with enough people wasting their time, maybe it will affect their profits and bottom line, because they do have to pay these fools wherever they are in the world. But costs add up, and maybe they will change their policies for if the customer service rep cannot contact the restaurant or the customer, they'll just immediately just unassign it with half pay in DoorDash's case, or Grubhub will just unassign it without penalty in their case, or Uber Eats. I believe the last time I worked Uber Eats was a few months ago. They say that after 8 minutes of waiting around the restaurant, if the restaurant still doesn't have the food, you can unassign it without penalty. I don't know if that's still the case or not anymore. But the point is, do not let these companies get away with it, because nothing will change. Yes, I wasted 45 to 50 minutes, but I got half pay and hope that if other drivers out there will do the same, changes will be made. You will have to take a loss of time. I understand that. But if no one puts their neck out to help the situation change, nothing will ever change. So folks, that's my video for today. It's going on 11 minutes, but I just wanted to give you the kind of like the funny story of what happened in a funny way, so that at least it'll keep you somewhat entertained. And maybe if you've been in this situation in the past, you can make that choice yourself, knowing that there can be a resolution if you stick to your guns. So this is Valdestott signing off, folks. Have a great Sunday all, and I hope to talk to you guys and gals again later. Take care and peace out.